Hear me out. I think I have some good reasons as to why I don't think CreepShow Art contacted Gabbie Hanna. Here we go. First things first, this isn't going to be like my other videos on manipulation tactics. I'm going to speak about some manipulation tactics fluidly in this. If you don't know what they are, feel free to check out my other videos on CreepShow Art and Gabbie Hanna that discuss like what the manipulation tactics are, and I give loads of examples of them. There are a lot of reasons why I don't think CreepShow Art contacted Gabbie Hanna at all to do this like expose thing. The first reason of many is that Gabbie Hanna has shown herself to be an untrustworthy character. She has manipulated people in the past. She has lied quite often. She's used lots of different manipulation tactics to get her way or to get what she wants or to make herself look good. We know that Gabbie Hanna has engaged in various manipulation tactics. She has used projection. She has hoovered people. She has carried out smear campaigns on people, to name but a few. So it's not that far off to think that now she's trying to manipulate us, the audience, by using the CreepShow Art drama. To take it at face value that just because she said CreepShow Art contacted her, I'm like, I wouldn't just believe that right off the bat, you know, it doesn't really make sense to me based on the character that she has at least portrayed to be online. Number two is because CreepShow Art is actually the perfect person for her to use in this situation, because who's going to believe CreepShow Art if she ever came forward and said, no, I never said to make an expose on Ready to Glare? No one would believe her. Everyone would be like, oh no, CreepShow Art is a big liar. She's really manipulative. No one would believe that. So it's kind of perfect. Which brings me on to my third point. Because currently, CreepShow Art is obviously not the most liked person on YouTube. By saying that CreepShow Art has contacted her to do this expose, it's such a perfect distraction from what's happening with Gabbie Hanna currently, which also she's not really the most liked person on YouTube at the minute because of the whole Jessie Smiles and Escape the Night fiasco and people exposing her. So if she's not the most liked person, it would kind of make sense that she's going to throw someone else under the bus to divert attention away from her being a negative presence on YouTube at the minute, and throw CreepShow Art under the bus because no one's going to believe her anyways. So it's kind of perfect, really. Just takes attention off Gabbie Hanna, boom, back to, oh my god, CreepShow Art's crazy. She said this to Gabbie Hanna. Let's not speak about all the other, crappy things that Gabbie Hanna has done. Fourth point. Why would Gabbie Hanna tell this to someone called Nicholas Diorio? Why would she tell a person that, who then went on to tell everyone? Seems a little bit suspicious that she would tell a person that information knowing, let's be real, that he would tell everyone. So planting the seed. And I'm saying that I think she did tell him that, but I don't think it's actually true. So then he would go off and say this to everyone on YouTube, and then everyone would get really distracted and, oh my god, CreepShow Art. That's what I think is more plausible. So not saying he's a liar. I do think that probably happened, but I don't think the CreepShow Art thing happened. I don't think she contacted Gabbie at all. It seems to me that Nicholas Diorio is likely a flying monkey. So he's doing her biddings for her. She's told him this news and then he's spread it like she knew he would. Otherwise, why would he tell everyone that, if they were in any way had a friendship, loyalty, like why would he do that? Because he says in the recording, oh, I'm probably going to get into trouble for this. But then he does it anyway, so it's like, okay, like what? That's why I think Gabbie knew he would do that. Maybe they're not as like close friends, and I just think there's a reason why she told him. The fifth? I can't even remember now. But fifth reason, let's go with that. It's interesting that she chose Ready to Glare as the expose, because Gabbie Hanna did a YouTube series, and as part of this she was outing tea commentary channels. She made one video and it had a thumbnail of Ready to Glare on it, and it got quite a bit of backlash. She actually ended up stopping this series because of the backlash she got. But people were really confused as to why Ready to Glare was in the thumbnail. Like, it didn't really make sense, and people were saying that she didn't really belong in there. It seems like Gabbie Hanna, because she put her Ready to Glare in that video, even though the majority of people didn't really agree with it, there's obviously some sort of issue that she has with Ready to Glare. There's some sort of beef there if she was willing to try to drag her, at least try. So it is interesting that that's the person that she said was going to be exposed, which is, I think, trying to get the listener to then get the idea in their head. What has Ready to Glare done? She's obviously done something if she needs to be exposed. Maybe she's not as squeaky clean or as great as everyone thinks she is, which would then validate, in a way, her being included in that video that she had made and put on the thumbnail. Because there's some sort of underlying like issue there that she has with her. So there was that as well, which I think is suspicious. And as you guys will know from my previous videos, manipulative people love control. They live off control and supply. So since the series that Gabbie Hanna had done a few weeks ago with the thumbnail that had Ready to Glare in it about tea commentary videos that got the backlash, what a great way to gain control over Ready to Glare by having everyone think she is going to be exposed for something. She's done something bad. She's done something wrong. She's not perfect anymore. It's an indirect assertion of control, and done so in what may be the continuation of a smear campaign. And the sixth reason, why would CreepShow Art ask Gabbie Hanna to do an expose on Ready to Glare when Gabbie Hanna is really unliked on YouTube at the minute and no one gives her opinion on other people validity currently because of the situations that she's kind of gotten herself into other people. Like, her opinion on stuff isn't regarded too high. I think that's the kind of majority opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of what it seems like. Because again, she has proven herself to be untrustworthy and manipulative. So why would CreepShow Art choose her to do an expose on Ready to Glare when, if she did that right now, presently, with the way Gabbie Hanna's reputation is on YouTube, that would be met with massive backlash, and potentially people would turn on Gabbie Hanna even more and probably back Ready to Glare. It doesn't make sense. It seems like the opposite of what CreepShow Art would want if it was true that CreepShow Art had contacted Gabbie Hanna to do an expose on Ready to Glare, because that implies she wants her to be caught out and, you know, exposed for whatever horrible thing that she has done. So it doesn't make sense that she would want Gabbie Hanna to do it when that would, I would be pretty confident in saying that would have the opposite effect, because like her word doesn't mean too much in the YouTube world. So in a nutshell, that is why I don't believe it. I don't think it's true. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It makes more sense to me that Gabbie Hanna would make that up to distract from what's happening with her at the minute and put attention onto CreepShow Art. So I'll just talk about that and kind of forget about the whole Gabbie drama thing that's happening here, because CreepShow Art is far worse and she's far more manipulative. The exact things that Gabbie Hanna was also being accused of and that there's evidence for. So yeah, that is my opinion of it. Let me know if you agree. Maybe some people do, maybe some people don't. And again, I'm human, so I could be completely wrong, but that's where my mind went when I first seen a video that said she'd contacted her. I just immediately thought, that's odd. Why are people just believing that? Because she of all people has said it. If anything, she has proven that we should never believe what she says. And that's it, short and sweet. I will link those other videos at the end of this video, so they're probably appearing somewhere here. I'm going to do one on the manipulation of Britney Spears next. And I do some other YouTubers, I do some true crime, I do just some kind of random psychology videos as well. So if any of that interests you, feel free to subscribe and feed this video a like. And lastly, as always, if you need to hear it today, you are important, you are valued, and you have an important place on this earth. See you in the next one, guys. Bye!